All right, hello. So my name is Brina. I go by Brina C. Obviously that is not my real name because I don't know exactly what content I'm going to be putting in these videos. I just don't want to go by my actual first name just in case my job were to go searching on YouTube for whatever reason, searching my name and something pops up about it. I am vying for assistant general manager at my store right now, so I don't want to jeopardize that. Not that I'm embarrassed about who I am or anything, but just for professional reasons, I want to keep that gate closed. So I will always go by Brina. And anybody that you see on my channel or anything like that, they will always call me Brina as well. I am 20 years old. I turned 21 in March. Well, it is March, so I turned 21 March 19th, which is in 8 days, I believe, and I'm so excited. I live in Arizona, which is pretty amazing, because I've lived in North Dakota and South Dakota combined over the last 10 years. So this is very, very different for me. I went from living in a town of 80,000 people to way more than that. I don't even know how many people are in my city right now. Don't even know, don't even want to know. There's too many people to count. But it's super fun living here. I've had just an amazing time so far. I moved here in October of last year. So I've been here for about a couple months now, and honestly, it's just been such an incredible experience. I haven't done much, but what I have done has been absolutely incredible. Very, very much incredible. I'm very thankful to the people that I've met down here. They helped make the transition from moving away from my family to moving here, where the closest family member I have is a second cousin who's in her 50s. So yeah, so I kind of moved away from my family, which is scary to anybody that's always had their family around. So not having my family here has definitely been hard. I did just lose one of my great uncles that I had a pleasure of knowing. He was a wonderful man. He was twin, which is actually pretty cool. Him and his twin were really awesome. They were in the military. I actually have a picture of them hanging above my mantle, which one of these days I'll show you guys because it's really cool. It's really old. It's black and white. He gave it to me the very last time he was coherent to talk before I moved. But he just passed away about a week ago now. Yeah, about a week ago now. Which is very unfortunate for my grandma and my mom, who were very close to them. But he's in a better place now, and he's no longer suffering, so it's okay. You know, I'm not super upset about it. He was like in his 80s. I'm not exactly sure his full age, but I know he was like mid 80s. So he lived a really long life. It was wonderful, and all the things I got to know from him were just amazing experiences. A little background on me. Like I said, I'm 20 years old. I turned 21 March 19th. I grew up for the first 10 years. I was born and raised for 10 years in Las Vegas, Nevada. Henderson, mostly. Las Vegas some of the time. And I have 3 older siblings. I have 1 brother and 2 sisters. It goes my oldest sister, Tanya, and then it goes Danielle, and then Chance, and then me. I don't talk to my older 2 sisters for reasons that will take me hours to explain, and probably a couple videos, because It's a very, very long story. And if you guys want to hear it, I will share it to you. I'm very open. I tell this story to anybody that wants to listen, that needs it, because of my sisters, I've learned a lot of things over the years. I've learned who to trust, who not to trust, what to try, what not to try, that kind of things. I learned to take my judgment for what it is. If my gut is telling me not to like this person, I don't like the person. And because of them, it made me the person who I am today, because of my experiences with my sisters. But my brother, we actually get along pretty well. He is 9 years older than me, and he's the closest to me in age. My mom had me at 33 with my father. They all have a different dad. But that's my family. My dad's a little bit of a nutcase, but I love him, unfortunately. And then my mom is a really sweet woman. She's taking care of my nephew, a son from my sister Danielle, one of them. She's taking care of him. He's 6 years old, little rascal, loves to play video games. He loves to wrestle and box just like any other little kid. And then my brother actually has 3 kids. He's got an 11-year-old girl. I believe his son is turning 3 this year, and his daughter's turning 1 on my birthday, which I feel a little bit of a special connection with her since she was born on my birthday, which was, if I'm being completely honest, it was pretty amazing, because when I turned 20, it was a really rough year for me. I had gone through a couple jobs. I was very late on rent all the time. I was very late on paying my mom, if not at all, for my car insurance and my phone bill. It was just a very rough year money-wise for me. And so on my birthday, I had actually been without a job for a week, and I was freaking out about payments and stuff. And it's a funny story on my birthday, and I will go into depth later. I have a lot of funny stories, and that I'll go into depth later. But basically on my birthday, I woke up in the morning, and my roommate at the time, and mind you, I'm living in my brother's basement, so my roommate lived in the basement with me. We rarely ever went upstairs, that kind of thing. And so my roommate, actually, he woke me up. We went outside, did a couple things, and then I go inside, and I just because I had to pee, I ran inside real fast, and I looked at my sister-in-law, and she looked like she was in pain, and I was like, what's going on? And she said, my water broke. And this was at, I believe, 10 o'clock in the morning on my birthday. And I got so excited. I was like, I knew it. I called it. As soon as she told me that her due date was the end of March, beginning of April, I knew that baby was going to be born on my birthday. I told her from the minute she told me her rough due date. And I called it. And she had the baby at 3-something in the afternoon. And I got the call. Baby was born. And I also got a call and got a job offer that day, too. So it was, my 20th birthday was a really good day for me. I guess I should address why I look this way. Because normally when I'm going to record something and put it on the internet for other people to see, I like to put a little bit of makeup on. I like to cover a little bit of my blemishes. I just got back from the gym, actually. I actually work overnights, so I sleep during this time. But I had the last 3 days off, so my schedule kind of flip-flopped around so I could do some stuff during the day when businesses are open. But so I went to the gym at about 9 o'clock which it's 1:58 right now. So we went to the gym about 9. We got done about 10:30, 11. We went out to eat to get some protein in us. Did a little grocery shopping, came back, and I decided to make my very first video for YouTube, which I guess I probably should have dressed up a little bit since it's my very first video. I don't really care. 9 times out of 10, you'll probably see me more like this without makeup on. More likely it'll be after work, because I'll be vlogging about my night. Work is always hectic for me. I work at a gas station. I work overnights at a gas station. I am the only one there all night long from 10 p.m. until 6 a.m. Granted, I might have a manager or my morning person come in at 4, but I still run the whole gas station from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. by myself, at least until a manager gets there. And so it's interesting. We have a high homeless population. Whoa. We have a high homeless population, which I'm not gonna lie, it's a struggle every night. They all want to come in and hang around, and unfortunately our policy is we cannot let anybody hang around for more than 15 minutes. And after 15 minutes I have to kick them out, because policy. I'd love to let everybody stay, but I can't, and it sucks, and I hate being the bad guy, but I have to be the bad guy. And I actually get more respect because I let them hang around for as long as possible before I kick them to the curb. I get mad respect from everybody for that. Sorry, I'm dragging. I'm getting tired. I've been up for like 13 hours. Roughly 13 hours. A little bit more background on me. I am very artsy. I love doing art. I actually probably could show you a couple things I've done. One second. I know it's here somewhere. I found it. So, like, I have this horrible habit of never finishing a sketchbook. Like, for some reason, I just have the hardest time of filling every page of a sketchbook. Because, like, I'm addicted to art supplies. I will buy art supplies like no other. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but Prismacolor is probably one of the most expensive color pencils out there. I think like a 24 pack of the Prismacolor is still like $30 to buy at Hobby Lobby. And I'm obsessed with them. They are the perfect pigment. They're the perfect hardness, softness. Like they're really good for blending. They're just all around a really good color pencil for top-notch coloring, sketching, that kind of thing. I bought 3 170 cases. Like they come in like this thick of a case. They're just, you know, big and square, and there's 170 in them. So like there's like 3 layers. It's really intense, but I bought 3 of them. I probably spent like $250 on just 3 things of color pencils, which if my mother knew, she would kick my ass. But I have no self-control when it comes to art. But yeah, so I actually have never finished a sketchbook. Like, as you can tell, I have multiple. And I just, for some reason, like, this isn't even... And sometimes I don't even put art in it. Like, this is just words. This is when I was looking for apartments in Arizona. Like, I have no direction. I need help. Like, this isn't Nope. This is when I was trying to fill out my expenses. This is budgeting. I kind of did a little sketching in it, but, like, I don't want to show you the budgeting because, like, haha. Oh shit, there went my phone. I'm sorry. I'll learn how to edit that out in a second. Oh god. Oh god, that just went violent for no reason. Okay. So, like, I don't know exactly how to hide the budgeting. But, like, that's kind of, like, the sketching I like to do. I'm, like, really obsessed with eyes right now. I'm, like, really, really obsessed with eyes right now. What else? I'm trying to think of anything near me that I could. Because, like, I don't want to go out into the living room. Yes. I also do, like, a lot where I'll start a project and then I'll never finish it. Because, like, I either get bored of it or I have OCD when it comes to art or, like, organizing things. Never my room. You guys will never, ever see my room because it is a hot mess all the time. Like, there's clothes everywhere. I have a crap ton of Dr. Pepper, like, bottles just hanging around. I'm obsessed with it. It's just how I am. And I don't like cleaning, ever. And my mom would, like, keel over if she heard me say that. Which, by the way, this is Dr. Pepper. I cannot go, and it sucks because when you're trying to lose weight and, like, you're obsessed with the one thing that you probably should cut out. And I can't cut it out. I've been drinking Dr. Pepper since I was, like, 6 years old. So, I'm obsessed. But this is something I've drawn. Yeah, it's really nice. Just sketching. A lot of the times I look at something to sketch it just because it makes it a lot easier for me. I'm kind of bad at, like, depth. I have no depth perception. So, like, when I'm drawing a person, it's hard for me to get, you know, like, the distances down correct, like how far away your eyes should be in comparison to your nose. So I tend to look at a lot of already drawn pictures just because I feel like if somebody else can draw it, then I can. And then I know I can do it. And a lot of times it comes out and it looks great. This is another one. This one actually isn't finished. I can't get this arm to look like a real arm. Like, for the life of me, I can't figure it out. And this arm is supposed to be her arm, but I can't make it look feminine. Feminine. I don't even know how to say that word, but I can't get it to look feminine. And, like, this is his arm, and this doesn't even really look like an arm. I kind of gave up on it because of that. Again, obsessed with eyes. But I think that's all I have right now. If you want to see more artwork, you know, just leave a comment down below. And I can find all my artwork again and really, and, like, make a video about all the artwork I've done. Those are my roommates. So I gotta go for now. You have a wonderful day. I'll be back later with a video.